EduSolver welcomes you to Civil Engineering Multiple Choice Questions Part 2. In various parts, we are sharing the most important questions asked for all type of engineering related exams, civil engineering related exams for GATE, for PSC, different state PSC, for UPSC, for Railway Board and all. Most important 35 questions are included in Part 2. We have already shared Part 1 and Part 3 is also in progress. This question, curvature of Earth's surface taken into account only if extent of survey is more than. The answer is 260 square kilometer. Actually, geodetic survey has to be conducted when the curvature of Earth's surface is taken into account. And if the area of survey is greater than 260 square kilometer, then we have to consider the curvature of Earth's surface. Otherwise, we have to conduct the geodetic survey. Next question. What will be the relation between Young's modulus of velocity E and bulk modulus K when Poisson's ratio is equal to 0.25? Options are given. Answer is 1.5 K. Let us see the explanation. We already know the formula E is equal to 3K into 1 minus 2 by M. What is 1 by M? 1 by M is Poisson's ratio. Here it is given as 0.25. K is bulk's modulus and E is Young's modulus of elasticity. So applying 1 by M equal to 0.25, we get E is equal to 3K into 1 minus 2 into 0.25. So the answer is E is equal to 1.5 K. Next question. As per IRC, super elevation E should not exceed answer 6.7%. IRC specifies certain maximum super elevation and minimum super elevation. The maximum super elevation for plain and rolling terrain is 7%, while that of hilly terrain is 10% and urban road is 4%. The minimum super elevation is 2 to 4% for drainage purpose. Next question. A good quality brick mainly consists of answer alumina. The main constituents of brick are silica 55%, then alumina comes to 30%, iron oxide 8%, magnesia 5%, and lime 1%. Organic matter also comes to 1%. So the major constituents of brick are silica and alumina. Then when this is mixed with water, it gains plasticity. So in the options given, the main constituent is alumina. Next question. The permissible compressive stress in brickwork is usually, answer is 2 Newton per mm square. Sixth question. Average crushing and tensile strength of hand molded bricks is, answer 60,000 and 2,000 kilonewton per millimeter square. Next question. Duco paints is, options are given, water paint, cellulose paint, bituminous paint, oil paint. Answer, cellulose paint. What is Duco paint? Duco paint is opaque paint used for hiding natural grain of wood, and this gives a luxurious look to any ordinary furniture. A paint which hides such grains of wood is also called cellulose paint. So Duco paint is a cellulose paint. Eighth question. The ingredient of paint which gives it the binding property and form opaque coating is. Options are base, vehicle, solvent, filler. Answer is B, vehicle. What is meant by vehicle? The vehicle is a carrier or binder. It is a drying oil which dries on air exposure. Its constituents in saturated form are examples are linseed oil, bleaching oil, tongue oil, etc. What is base? Base is a material in fine powder form which accelerates drying. It makes paint stronger and safer. Examples: white lead, red lead, titanium oxide, iron oxide, etc. Solvent. Solvent or thinner reduces viscosity of paint. Examples are petroleum, turpentine oil, etc. Then filler or extender is used to give bulk volume without affecting properties. Next question. The central part of tree is called. Options are hardwood, pith, sapwood, cambium layer. You can see the section given in figure. And answer is B, pith. In order from the center, the different layers of a section of tree are: first one is pith. Surrounding the pith, there is hardwood. Then surrounding hardwood, there is sapwood. Surrounding sapwood, the cambium layer, and surrounding cambium layer, we have bark. 10th question. Which of the following is commonly used as a retarder in cement? Calcium sulfate, gypsum, potassium carbide, sodium carbide are the options. Answer is B, gypsum. Why gypsum is used? Gypsum is used as retarder as it slows down heat of hydration of cement. Sugar water is an example of a retarder. 11th question. The scrap value of property can be, options are A, positive or negative, B, positive, C, negative, and D, constant. Answer A, positive or negative. Scrap value is value of property at the end of its usable period. Since value can increase or decrease, scrap value can be positive or it can be negative. 12th question. The stable equilibrium is achieved in the floating body when options are center of gravity is below center of buoyancy, B, metacenter is above the center of gravity, C, metacenter is below the center of gravity, and D, metacentric height is 0. Answer B, metacenter is above center of gravity. So when we consider the stability of a floating body, what is stable equilibrium? Stable equilibrium happens when metacentric point M is above center of gravity G. When does unstable equilibrium happen? Unstable equilibrium happens when metacenter is below center of gravity G. And when does neutral equilibrium happen? It happens when point metacentric height for M is at the center of gravity point G. 13th question. The intermediate side distance is equal to, options are A, overtaking side distance, B, stopping side distance, C, twice of stopping side distance, and D, thrice of stopping side distance. Answer C, twice of stopping side distance. What is intermediate side distance? Intermediate side distance equivalent to twice the stopping side distance. It is the distance where overtaking could be attempted with reasonable safety. Next question. Which of the following is responsible for corrosion of concrete sewers? Options: A, chlorine, B, oxygen, C, nitrogen, D, septic conditions. Answer is D, septic conditions. Next question. Which of the following is responsible for depletion of ozone layer in atmosphere? A, carbon, B, chlorofluorocarbons, C, hydrogen peroxide, D, oxide of nitrogen. Answer B, chlorofluorocarbons. Next question. How many methods of ferrocementing are there? Options A 3, B 5, C 6, D 4. Answer A 3. The three methods of ferrocementing are armature system, closed mold system, and integrated mold system. Next question. If a material has identical properties in all directions, it is said to be options A isotropic, B homogeneous, C non-homogeneous, D elastic. Answer option A isotropic. This shows something. If something shows same properties at all points, then it is called homogeneous. And if properties are same in all directions, it is isotropic. Homogeneous means properties are same on every point, and isotropic means property is same in all directions. Common isotropic materials include glass, plastic, and metals. On the other hand, fiber reinforced materials such as composites and natural materials such as wood tend to display anisotropic properties. Next question. Useful soil mixture for plant growth. Options A capillary water, B gravity water, C hygroscopic water, D all the above. Answer A capillary water. Capillary water is the water that moves through small pore spaces of soil against the pull of gravity, while hygroscopic water is the small amount of water that forms an extremely thin, tightly held film around soil particles. Next question. Air permeability method is used in which of the following test of cement? Options A compressive strength test, B fineness test, C soundness test, D slump test. Answer B fineness test. Air permeability method is a method used to find out fineness of cement. Blaine's method is based on the fact that air permeability of a packed bed of materials is proportional to their fineness, and therefore their SSA, the value measured during testing, is the time required to pass a certain volume of air through a packed bed of solids with given size and porosity. Next question. Soundness test is used to determine options A change in volume of cement after setting, B strength, C hardness, D elasticity. Answer A change in volume of cement after setting. Soundness test can be done by Le Chatelier's apparatus and by using autoclave method. Then soundness means the ability to resist volume expansion. So heat is provided and a change in volume is measured in soundness test. Next question. The vertical side member of shutter frame is known as A stile, B reveal, C mullion, D post. Answer is A stile. The different portions are given. Styles of vertical member of shutter. Top rail is the outermost member of the shutter. Next question. Before testing setting time of cement, one should test for A soundness, B strength, C fineness, and D consistency. Answer is D consistency. Standard consistency of cement paste is defined as consistency which will permit wicket plunger to penetrate to 5 to 7 mm from bottom of the wicket mount, and 0.85 times standard consistency is the water to be added to find setting time of cement. So one should determine consistency first before finding out setting time of cement. Next question. A good quality of cement should have higher percentage of options A sand, B silica, C both, D tricalcium silicate. Answer is D, tricalcium silicate. Since tricalcium silicate contributes to initial strength of cement, a good quality of cement should have high percentage of tricalcium silicate. The ultimate, next question, 24th question. The ultimate strength of cement is provided by options A, dicalcium silicate, B, tricalcium silicate, C, silica, D, tricalcium aluminate. Answer is B, dicalcium aluminate. Ultimate strength of cement is provided by dicalcium aluminate. Different bogus compounds, tricalcium silicate, C3S, contributes to initial strength of cement, while another bogus compound, dicalcium silicate, C2S, contributes to ultimate strength of cement. Question number 25. Distempers are generally used to coat A, compound wall, B, external concrete surfaces, C, interior surface which are not exposed to environment, D, woodworks. Answer option C, interior surfaces which are not exposed to environment. Since distemper is not waterproof, it can be used only for interior walls. Question number 26. Which of the following is used to determine age of timber? Options A, annular ring, B, sapwood, C, pith, D, timber defects. Answer A, annular ring. By counting annular ring, age of timber may be detected. Next question. Bulk density of aggregate may be expressed as A, tons per cubic meter, B, kilogram per cubic meter, C, kilogram per liter, D, gram per centimeter cube. Answer C, kilogram per liter. 28th question. Final operation of finishing floors is known as options A, screeding, B, floating, C, traveling, and D, finishing. Answer C, traveling. The different stages of concreting of floors is first one, spreading the concrete using square shovel. Then second one, screeding of concrete. During this step, excess concrete is removed and surface of concrete is brought to proper grade. Then third step is floating the surface. In this, leveling of edges, filling of voids, etc. is done. After floating the surface, during floating the surface, excess bleeding water disappears. Then fourth step is edging the slab. After bleeding water disappears, then slab edges are smoothened. Then fifth step is groove in joints. Different joints are jointed in the slab to prevent cracks. And last step is traveling the surface to get a smooth finish. Next question. The ratio of concrete mix used for construction of RCC slabs, beams, columns, etc. Options A, 1:3:6, B, 1:1.5:3, C, 1:2:4, D, 1:1:2. Answer C, 1:2:4. 30th question. The cement becomes useless if the moisture content exceeds A, 1%, B, 2%, C, 3%, D, 5%. Answer D, 5%. Next question. The shuttering of a wall 4 meter by 5 meter can be removed after A, 5 days, B, 7 days, C, 10 days, D, 14 days. Answer is B, 7 days. Next question. The concrete mix which causes difficulty in obtaining a smooth finish process is segregation. Options A, segregation, B, internal friction, C, hardness, D, bleeding. Answer is C, hardness. Hardness causes difficulty in obtaining a smooth finish. Next question. Studs are load carrying members of a frame structure which are subject to options A. Axial tension load, B. Axial compressive load, C. Torsional loads, D. Transverse load. Answer B. Axial compressive load. Next question. Number of subdivisions per meter length of a leveling staff is options A 100, B 200, C 500, D 1000. Answer is B 200. Least count of a leveling staff is 5 mm. So number of subdivisions per meter length equal to 1 meter is 1000 mm. So 1000 divided by 5, that gives you 200 subdivisions. Next question. Rocks having alumina or clay as their major constituents are called A. Siliceous rocks, B. Argillaceous rocks, C. Sedimentary rocks, D. None. Answer is B. Argillaceous rocks. Argillaceous rocks are having alumina or clay as their major constituent.